Okay, folks, I gotta say, I gotta interrupt this for just a second. That may be the most perfect, Gabriel, folks, that may be right there the most perfect flying out of the box jet I've ever flown in my life. Well, hey folks, back on Flies RC. All right, maiden time for the JL-8 80mm, the Karakoram from Freewing. This is the 80mm, not the 70. And I don't think Motion RC is going to be doing one with the 80, or one with the 70, sorry. All right, got a China Hobby 5000 inside there with a 70C. Now this is the first time in the air. All I've done is taxied her on the runway, on the driveway, right, left, up, down, right, left. Got a couple of millimeters of down trim as default in the elevator. And this is the first time in the air. And the only reviews I've seen have been Motion RC and CHNL over that one Oriental man.
Timer reset.
But that's it. All right. Okay. Take off flaps.
Flaps up. Gyro on.
All right, this is their gyro. The Guard 3 or Guard system gyro. Take it up. It's a good flying jet. Man, it's a good flying jet. Full speed, take it up again. She doesn't need any.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
Doesn't need any trim at all. Man,
The gear is down.
great flying jet. All right, we're going to get turned around here and go back the other direction.
Landing flaps.
Oh yeah, my landing flap, the landing flaps are perfect. Okay, folks, I gotta say, I gotta interrupt this for just a second. That may be the most perfect, Gabriel, folks, that may be right there the most perfect flying out of the box jet I've ever flown in my life. It is zero trim needed. The recommendation trim, everything on the, I'm beside myself. This thing flies absolutely amazing. That's the first time I've ever had the air, and it need absolutely zero trim, zero. This is, to say I'm impressed is very much an understatement. All right, we still got 2 minutes. Very, very impressed. The recommendations for this plane, the gyro, everything is just absolutely phenomenal. I'm not sponsored by Horizon. I'm not sponsored by Motion RC or Freewing in any way, shape, or form. I want to say the plane's what, $525, and that's what I paid, the same as you.
Take off flaps.
And man, am I impressed. I am very impressed. That one little flight so far.
Flaps, your traps cut away.
Oh yeah, KM model afterburner version 5 in there. Well, hopefully y'all watched my unbox and build. I mean, it doesn't needs no trim at all. Gonna take it up now? Oh yeah. It's true, Wes is right. If you've ever flown the L-39 or the Avanti, that's what this reminds me of.
Time remaining 1 minute.
This is the maiden flight, folks. Maiden flight. Okay, I'm gonna come by.
Gear is down.
Drop the gear now. I am still gonna keep it up high, even though I feel perfectly comfortable with this plane already. Keep it so many mistakes high.
Landing flaps.
Drop my flaps. Still got to do a lot more testing just to figure out its stall and everything, but man, what a great flying jet. And thrust reverse is very, very effective. Man, what a great flying jet. And it looks so good. I haven't been this impressed with an airplane since maybe the Super Tucano. All right, now this has the Freewing or the guard system in it. Okay, so the rates are set by that. I mean, you can go in there with a blue bridge and maybe change them around, but I couldn't tell you what the rates are as far as their wind mitigation gains, but I can tell you what my flying rates are. Okay, my flying rates are just like I said in the unbox and build, 100% throws, 30% expo on all 3 main control surfaces. 100%, 30% expo, simple stuff. High rates. I'm not even going to try the other rates. That flies great. Right there. My flap system is right down by the book. This is in Spectrum now. Flaps up, negative 100%, no mix. Takeoff flaps.
Takeoff flaps.
Negative 60 with a 5% down elevator mix, and landing negative 25 with a 10% down elevator mix, 2-second deployment. And I'm sorry if I'm talking so loud. I'm very excited. This thing flies phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. All right, CG. Now this is one thing I'm really puzzled by. With all the new Freewing planes and everything coming out, they always put CG marks or indications on their planes. They didn't with this one, and I don't know why. But CG is 78 millimeters back from the leading edge of the wing, which puts it right there. I got some glue marks. And where I've got my 5000 China Hobby with a 70C 6S, she's perfectly level right there. Okay, these gear are fast. They're just waiting on that nose doors to come down, but pretty fast, so it's really not that big of a consideration. If you look on this is on the elevator back there, those elevators, you notice there's a few clicks of down trim. The manual recommends that, and I'm a believer of it. She flew straight and true. Okay, straight and true. All right, let's check our battery. Now, I'm 19 seconds shy of a 4-minute timer, so let's check our battery.
The motor is shut down.
Okay, check our battery. This is where I've got the 5000 China Hobby with a 70C 6S. Okay, got that KM model afterburner in there. Okay, I got it not all the way forward because I've got my 8-channel telemetry that I won't be using telemetry receiver right there. There's the guard system. So you could come further forward, but right there where I've got that battery, mid strap is perfect, and that's where the strap, 32%. So a 4-minute timer with 3.7, 3.7, 3.7, 3.7, 3.7. Well, one of them's 3.8, but basically 3.8, 3.7 per cell. We're gonna have to get a speed run here in a little bit because I want to see what kind of speed, just so I know what numbers I'm dealing with. But I'll tell you right now, that's about one of the best Maidens, if not my best Maiden I've ever had. That thing, this thing is absolutely superb. Absolutely superb. Flying with the full ordnance, with both drop tanks and the bottom tank underneath. I went ahead and I did the clear coat with them on, so I'm going to just leave them on. And that nose wheel gyro, which is on all the time by the guard system, works great. Plane looks good. It flies amazing. I'm absolutely blown away. The system, the way they've got the gyro set for this is perfect. This plane flies perfect based on just one flight. Man, I'm just so blown away. This thing flies so good, so very good. Well, I can't say anything else except let's go get another battery and fly it again here in just a few minutes. Oh, and just so that you know, I'm going to let this be my Warbird Wednesday Maiden, new Maiden, Warbird Wednesday feature. Going to do it all because this thing is just phenomenal. God bless y'all. Jesus is Lord. Gabriel, thank you for filming. And let's change the battery here and we'll get you another flight and add it to this one. All right, see you in a little bit. All right, folks. All right, the second part of the Warbird Wednesday Maiden of the all-new Freewing 80mm JL-8. We're going to do a speed run and try to check some stall characteristics this time, and make sure I got the GNS performance analyzer. Yes, I'm reading. All right. Timer set for 4 minutes. High rates. Wind is off the west. I'm going to go down here to the east end. So blown away with this jet.
Takeoff flaps. Timer reset.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna get a speed run, straight and level, and then a dive, and then we'll land. We'll land after the speed run, then do a dive, then land, and then we'll take off and just try to check for stall. All right.
Flaps away.
All right, go back down here. Got a China Hobby line battery. All right, straight and level into the wind. Full speed.
The gear is down.
Okay.
Landing flaps.
Let's land it and check that level speed. What an amazing jet. Absolutely phenomenal.
The motor is shut down.
Okay. End.
Flaps up.
Read. All right. Straight and level into the wind with the tanks, 104 mile an hour. 104. So we're going to start again.
DDF hot and mean. Be careful.
We're reading. All right. So we definitely know it is definitely a 100 mile an hour jet, no problem. Probably if I took the tanks off and the hump off, will be even faster.
Takeoff flaps.
All right, here we go. And this time, straight, a hard dive with the wind.
knots away.
We'll stay down here at this end. Boys, it got an interesting howl to it. I don't know if you heard that howl or not as it went by. Wow.
Landing flaps.
I tell you, these free wing jets, they just get better and better and better.
The motor is shut down.
Still have 2 minutes.
Flaps up.
Okay. And read. Ha! 131 mile an hour, 131. Now that's with a hard dive with the wind. So I'm impressed. I'm going to say if I took the tanks off, I'd probably get 135, maybe 138 mile an hour. So definitely a 130 mile an hour jet, over 100 mile an hour jet into the wind. So with the tanks and everything else. So very happy with the speed. Not that speed is all that important. It's about power to get you out of trouble. It's just speed's nice to know what the plane is capable of. So we're going to stop this. Turn that off. You want to turn this GNS, if you're not using it, turn it off on the app. And then that turns the device off that's in the plane. Otherwise, it keeps searching for a satellite and drains the battery. Okay, now we got to figure out what kind of stall this plane has, which I think is going to be pretty benign. So we got 2 minutes. I already know my flap systems are perfect. I already know that she's trimmed perfectly. I already know that she flies great inverted. No, with hardly any elevator need. If I remember right, I'll do it one more time, just to be on the safe side. All right, take off flaps. Here we go. All right, you're flying along, lose power. All right, she just starts flying forward. All right, so slumping forward. Let's get back towards us into the wind now. Okay, lose power, up elevator, up elevator, up elevator, up elevator, up elevator, up elevator, up elevator. Okay, I really can't tell which wing. She looks like she's pretty benign. All right. Very little, next to no elevator needed to maintain inverted. Looks good against that dark, ominous cloud. Okay.
1 minute.
Let me try if I can get her to see if I can get her to snap roll. Orientation is a breeze with that markings on those wings.
The gear is down.
And that gyro has got this bad boy locked in perfectly.
30 seconds.
I couldn't tell you. I don't think I've ever been this comfortable with a jet from the get-go.
Flaps up.
All right, we're gonna go around.
20 seconds.
I was a little high.
Landing flaps.
All right, that's
10.
better. Man, didn't even have to use thrust reverse. That's an amazing jet. Absolutely amazing jet. I can't get over it.
Timer expired.
I can't get over it. I just, wow. Holy crap. Excuse me. Wow. Just, wow. Great Warbird Wednesday, Maiden. Great jet. Very happy. Yeah. All right, check the battery. Flew the full 4 minutes. There's 0 time left. Man, I tell you, we're done. We can go home now. I am, my airplane need has definitely been met today. I am very, we may have to anyways with that cloud coming, but okay, let's check his battery real quick, see what's left. Unplug that beautiful KM model afterburner, version 5 that y'all watch me install. Hopefully watch me unbox and build. Full time, we weren't full for all the whole time, but a lot of it. 26% left. 373737, 373737. All right, 4 minute timer. If you if you really just cruised around lightly, you might be able to get 4.5 minutes, but don't push it. That is a 70C 5000 China Hobby. It's their G Plus batteries. They sent out to me for review. Very pleased with the performance. A solid 4 minutes on an 80mm EDF, and batteries slightly warm. Of course, that's only about the 5th time I've used that battery, but yeah, okay, and that's where I got it, right in the middle of the strap. All right, we got the Maiden in for the storm here. Double part Maiden, 133 in a hard dive, and man, oh man, I'm a happy camper. Freewing, you knocked it out of the park yet again. All right, God bless y'all. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.